Hello and welcome to Sci-Fi Night. I'm your host, Sebastian Martinez, and as I'm sure you've noticed, this is a bit of a different segment of the show. Sci-Fi Night Light is just basically my opportunity to talk about the most random of topics. Just unrelated, spontaneous thoughts that somehow relate to sci-fi horror in any way. So, what have I been thinking about lately? Posters. Movie posters are usually the first thing that give us a sense of a movie aside from perhaps the title. Posters can sway our opinions and get us interested, even though they don't always represent the content of a film. I can even admit that I bought DVDs simply because the cover looked cool. Sometimes movie posters look very similar though, suspiciously similar. Maybe it's intentional, with one movie trying to cash in on the success of another. Sometimes the topics are just that similar. Who knows what the most underlying reason is. Let's start out with a subgenre that is horror on the open oceans. The 1980 film Death Ship used this poster, which has since become kind of a cliche. Just check out these posters from 2002's Ghost Ship and the 2003 Spanish film Cámara Oscura, also known as Deadly Cargo. All three feature a skull on the front of a ship, but skull symbolism is hardly anything new in horror films. How they are formed, that can be a little bit suspicious though. Check out the 2002 film Cabin Fever, and now Shrooms, which came out 5 years later. Sure, Shrooms uses mushrooms as opposed to trees and the moon as a backdrop, but I can't help but think that they were at least inspired by the Eli Roth flick. What about the 1985 classic Fright Night? It's got quite the iconic horror poster, but if you zoom out from that house, blow up the monster cloud, and we pretty much get the poster for Return of the Living Dead 2. No real connection between the films aside from the fact that they're both in the horror genre. A strong first movie from a promising director Alex Turner was the 2004 film Dead Birds. It caught my eye in the video store with its creepy cover. A cover that was almost duplicated for the 2007 ghost film Wind Chill. The theme that takes the cake for this episode, though, has got to be monsters coming face to face with women. But the first one seems to be 2005's Feast, which featured a woman face to face with a hideous fanged beast. A theme that would be repeated in the year 2009 twice. Both the films Man-Eater and The Blackout opted for a monster with a drooling mouth on top of the woman's face. With 2011's Creature, they went for a more horizontal theme of monsters and women coming face to face. So yeah, those are some of the suspiciously similar posters for horror films that I've taken notice to, but I know I've missed a ton. Please, by all means, post some more in the comments and I'll make another episode with your suggestions. As always, I'm your host, Sebastian Martinez. This is Sci-Fi Night Light. I'm signing out.